Hare Krishna. Today we are going to discuss text number 25 of chapter number 1 of Bhagavad Gita. This is from Sanjay and he is telling the situation in the battlefield. bhīṣma-droṇa-pramukhataḥ sarveṣāṁ ca mahī-kṣitām uvāca Pārtha paśyaitān samavetān kurūn iti. bhīṣma-droṇa-pramukhataḥ. Mukha means the face. Pramukha means in front of the face. So, Lord Krishna deliberately took the chariot in front of Bhīṣma and Dronacharya so that Arjuna can understand with whom he is going to fight. Sarveṣāṁ ca mahī-kṣitām. Mahi means earth. Ikṣitām means want to enjoy. So who are the people who want to conquer this war and want to enjoy with the earth planet? Uvāca Pārtha paśyaitān. So in this way, Lord Krishna told to Pārtha, the son of Pṛthā, samavetān kurūn iti, paśyaitān. Behold your enemy, behold all these soldiers and army in front of you, all the Kurus, all the Kuru dynasty has assembled at one place. So, as a Supersoul of all living entities, Krishna could understand what is going on in the mind of Arjuna. The use of the word Hṛṣīkeśa in a previous verse indicates that he knew everything. Krishna knew everything. And the word Pārtha, the son of Kuntī or Pṛthā, is also very significant over here, which refers to Arjuna as a friend. He wanted to inform Arjuna that because Arjuna was a son of Pṛthā, the sister of his own father Vasudeva, he had agreed to be a charioteer of Arjuna. Now, what did Krishna mean when he told Arjuna that behold the Kurus, the Kuru dynasty? Did Arjuna want to stop there and not fight? Krishna never expected such a things from the sons of his aunt Pṛthā. The mind of Arjuna was thus predicted by the Lord in a very friendly, joking way. See the Kuru dynasty. So here, deliberately why Krishna put Bhīṣma and Drona in front of Arjuna, because Arjuna never imagined in his life that he has to fight with his own guru, he has to fight with his own pitamaha. So specifically these two people, Bhīṣma and Dronacharya, was very dear to Arjuna, and Arjuna was very fearful to perform irreligion or irreligious activities. That's the reason why, according to the scriptures, one should never fight with Guru, or one should never fight with any very, very great sages like Bhīṣma Pitamaha. So, these doubts are going to be given to Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna considered these doubts in Arjuna's mind as a dust or as a garbage, and he clean up all this garbage in this Bhagavad Gita. So we should understand that even the great people like Bhīṣma and Dronacharya, if they are on a wrong side, they also get destroyed. So our life is also like Arjuna. Many times we get confused whether what is right and what is wrong, because we get emotional by the relationship with our own people. But justice has to be served instantly, and this is what Krishna is mentioning here, that even if Drona and Bhīṣma is there, but you cannot escape from the duty. So Arjuna was reminded of a duty. And Sanjay also says that sarveṣāṁ ca mahī-kṣitām. So this mahi means earth, and ikṣitām means desiring to lord. So those who are desiring to lord over the earth planet, actually they want to enjoy the material enjoyment, and this kind of people goes through three kinds of miseries: adhyatmic, adhibhautik and adhidaivik. Adhyatmic means the miseries caused by their own mind. Atmic means from own mind. So many people are confused in stress. They consider small things as big issues, and these all issues and these problems are because of the fickle mind. So that is adhyatmic. Second is adibhautik, the cause or a trouble which is because of other living entities is called adhibhautik. Bhautik means the other living entities. So there is always, for example, Duryodhana is causing trouble to Arjuna. Similarly, in our life also there are many people who are causing trouble to us. This is called as adibhautik. And adidaivik means the trouble caused by the demigods and the natural calamities. For example, tsunami, earthquake, and the floods and the typhoon. All these are the natural causes of the disturbance. Because of our sinful activities, the demigods are unpleased and they cause trouble. So this is called as three tapa. These three miseries are inevitable. Even Lord Shiva has a trident. That trident represents this three tapa, these three miseries. So one should understand that those who want to lord over earth planet will have to go through these three miseries, because earth is called as Prithvi, and Prithvi Devi, she is the goddess, and she is created from the lotus feet of the Lord. So Prithvi Devi is always at the lotus feet of the Lord, and Sri Kṛṣṇa is considered as her husband, and she has incarnated as a Satyabhama in the pastimes of Lord Kṛṣṇa. So Satyabhama is a wife of a Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa, not our wife. So if we want to lord over the earth planet, that is illegal. And the Prithvi Devi is like our mother, and mother always forgives their children. That's the reason why, because of the so many offenses caused by so many living entities, still the Prithvi or the earth planet is forgiving and giving all resources to us to live peacefully. So this battlefield of Kurukshetra, all the Kurus were assembled. These are all the burden on the earth planet, and this burden is going to get removed by Lord Kṛṣṇa through this battle. And it is said that because of this kind of kings who want to lord over material nature, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, everybody goes to first of all Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva do not have any solution. That's why Lord Shiva, along with all demigods, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, everybody go to the Kshirosagar and worship Lord Vishnu to appear to dispel and to kill these bad kings. And that's the reason why Kṛṣṇa has arranged this battlefield. So those who are very attached to the land, they are asuras. For example, this is India, this is Pakistan, this is America, this is Europe, and everybody, this is Russia, and I'm Russian, American, African, and I'm Pakistani, and I'm Indian, and India and Pakistan is doing fighting. This is all nonsense. Basically, it is said, it is like a dog mentality. Don't come to my area, don't come to his, go to his area. So this is like a doggish mentality. Dog, when some new person come to his area, he bark at the person, right? He thinks that, oh, this is my area, I stay in this area, but it is not his area, it belongs to Kṛṣṇa. So it is said that Sab Bhumi Gopal ki, Sab Dharti Gopal ki. So we should understand, in Bhagavatam also Shri Kṛṣṇa says to Uddhava that Yasya Asma Buddhi Kunape Tridhatuke Swadi Kalatra Dishabhauma Ijjati Yattirtha Buddhe Salilena Karhichit Abhidneshu Karhichit Janeshu Abadneshu Saeva Gokhara. So it means that those who are very attached to their bodily concept of life and the land where they have got birth, they are called as Gokhara. They are like a ass and bulls who are not having intelligence, and they go to the holy places only to take a bath to remove their sins, but they are not interested in a spiritual life or a spiritual knowledge. So here Abhidneshu Janeshu means the devotees. The devotees are not bodily consciousness. So in this way, in this shloka, there are many things to speak it out, and let's check the another shloka in another video. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.